Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about 6ix9ine and all of the BS that he has circulating these streets since he decided to come out and start trolling yet again. Now, my last video, I talked to you guys how he had zero accountability for his actions. He tried to glorify snitching, and he has a lot of very impressionable, weak minds thinking that what he's doing is okay. We did a very lengthy discussion on that. If you did not check that video out, be sure to check it out on my page. Also, if you are shopping neekatnight.com, thank you guys so much for shopping with me. And I have new items on the website. I just added 2 new pajamas on there. I also will be adding some bonnets later on and some new things. However, going forward, I am now going to require a signature. So there is going to be an extra fee. So sorry to my, I have so many loyal repeat customers that I don't have an issue with, but I'm just having too many customers back to back come to me saying that, they're not getting their stuff and the UPS is saying that it's delivered. So going forward, there will be a shipping and handling fee attached to that, which is in essence just the signature fee. So I just wanted to make that announcement before I get into it. But again, I have new items and I want to thank you guys so much for shopping with me. Matter of fact, let me show you guys what I have. And then we're going to jump into this whole Tekashi69 situation. Okay. Let me click here, share my screen in a second. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys the new 2 items. These items have matching bonnets to it. So you'll get the pajama, and then separately I'll add bonnets that you can get that match these 2 African print styles. With that being said, let's go into this Tekashi69 situation. So like I said, he had came to the internet and he was pretty much trolling, saying that he was, the hottest rapper. All these rappers are supposedly jealous of him when in essence, they're just disappointed in how his rhetoric will go onto impressionable young children and how they will think that they can get themselves in these situations and they will think that the same thing will happen to them when it will be 100% false. Their blackness will not allow them to get the same sweet deal and they will not have the same lawyers to their cases. So while he parades and gets a sweet deal of a year and him, glorifying it and making it seem like it's okay, their blackness will get them railroaded and they will only shave a few years of their time, but it won't get them that much. So while everybody keeps trying to spin it like, oh, these rappers are pressed, they're so jealous. Nobody's jealous of him. Nobody's pressed either. And I also hate when people try to use the cop out of he has rainbow hair. Oh, they're mad at a kid with rainbow hair. His hair color has nothing to do with what he is doing. He should be held accountable. He is an adult. He's not a child. He's not a kid. He is a grown adult who has children of his own. So the color of his hair makes never mind. It makes no difference. The color of his hair didn't make a difference when he was putting hits out on people. It didn't make a difference when he was robbing people. So don't try to use the color of his hair as it making a difference as it pertains to what he's doing now. It just doesn't make a difference. So anyways, as always, he has been trying to use publicity stunts, and this is none other than another publicity stunt. So he tried to upstage rappers by saying that he was going to donate to this foundation. So there is this fund called No Kid Hungry Foundation, and he tried to upstage other rappers. His merits were not genuine. He didn't do it from a pure heart. It was simply to troll other rappers, and the donation got denied. So the organization, they're like, what he represents does not align with our mission statement. It does not align with what we are about. So therefore, we are going to decline this donation. And so a lot of people, they started to say, thank you for the donation, Janessa TV. A lot of people started to say, oh, well, that's messed up. They should have, they're letting kids go hungry. That food could have saved, other kids' lives, we're in a time where there has been a lot of government assistance to these programs. There has been a lot of food donated from all over the world, food banks. The kids are not hungry right now. This and that money to troll just, to me, just was not needed. And I'm glad that they have morals and they are standing on their morals. A lot of people are looking at the dollar amount saying that, well, that's $200,000. Well, what if somebody who has $1 million wants to donate to them, but they see somebody like Tekashi69 attached to their brand, attached to their charity, attached to their likeness? This $200,000 donation could have stopped $500,000. That $200,000 donation could have stopped $1 million, $2 million. You never know the donors that back this charity. And if they see you aligning with people like Takashi, who put hits out on people, who have sex with underage girls, who have all of these trolling antics, that could stop other money. But people are not looking at it as that. They're just looking at it like, oh, well, he threw money at them, so they should just take it. No, you shouldn't just take it. If you don't stand for anything, you will fall. Wait, what is this? How does the saying go? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And there are people with morals and values who out here who actually are standing for something. Let me try to go to the post, because somebody had the post where he was trying to say, like, oh, I challenge these rappers to donate the 200,000. Hold up, where did that post go? Because he posted it, and like I said, it was nothing genuine about it. It was all Instagram tactic to try and I think I seen it on academics. Hold up. Was it academics that I seen it on? Sorry guys, I thought I had all of them pulled up. Hold up 1 second. Okay, here's the post right here. All right, I found it. Okay, so this is the post right here. And he says, during this pandemic, I understand we have nurses and frontline heroes who risk their lives daily to save others, but never forget the children and families who depend on our public schools for daily meals and nutrition to keep our future leaders growing to their potential. To every influencer out there, remember, if you are blessed, God gave you that blessing, not just for you, but also to help others, God first. And it says, he donates $200K to Kid Hungry Foundation. He also followed that up with, where is the post where he was trying to challenge the rappers? Oh, right here. He said, tell every New York rapper to join. It's a shame I did 2 years in jail, came home, and in 3 days donate 200,000 from Gooba proceeds to help the kids of NYC going hungry. So again, a lot of people keep looking at this on the surface level and they're like, oh, well, he tried to donate $200, da da da. This is what I'm saying. He did it to try to, number one, upstage New York rappers. He did it as a publicity stunt, and there was nothing genuine about the donation. None whatsoever. Meanwhile, while he's donating or attempting to donate this $200,000 to this organization and getting declined, and I'm very happy that they did decline, because like I said, wasn't nothing genuine about it in the first place. His second baby mama speaks out. So he has his baby mama, who is Sarah, who is very vocal. And then he has his other baby mama, who she kind of has been taking the back seat. She had, while he was in jail, she had his father do a DNA test to prove the paternity, that he is her child's father. And he told her, like, if she keeps quiet, if she keeps off the internet, that he would provide and take care of her child. And I mean, to take care of your child, you should not need bribes. That's something that you should do naturally. You stick your dick unprotected, you make a baby, you take care of it, you own up to your responsibility. I don't care if the girl is a groupie or not. A lot of people try to make these excuses for these grown ass men who, number one, it is in their power and in their control to come in a woman or not. They're the ones who know when they're about to come. They know when they're about to ejaculate. So I get tired of people trying to say, oh, well, this is a groupie. No, this grown ass man stick his dick and these women unprotected take care of the responsibility that comes out of it. So he tried to bribe her and saying, if you keep quiet, I'm going to take care of the baby, yada, yada, yada. However, he gets home, he starts flexing, and he does not take care of his responsibility. He isn't taking care of his child. And at that moment, when she's like, okay, you keep flashing all this money. And then on top of that, now you trying to say you're donating this $200K to these children, yet you've donated nothing to your own flesh and blood. So she posted up these tweets and she said, after, it was announced that he was donating this $200K, she said, God gave you 2 daughters to feed. God wants you to put them first, as a man should. But it's okay. Maybe these children have even less than what my daughter has. Meaning, okay, you want to give $200K to these kids, and rightfully so, they might need it. But what about your own flesh and blood, your own seed, my boy? Like, what about that? And, she just wasn't here for it. So she also went on to post and she said, one thing to be petty and another to be completely sick in the head, to post yourself spending time with another man's child. You have not met your 1-year-old baby. I wrote a letter to the judge to help get your selfish ass out because I cared. I turned down interviews that could have fed me and the baby. I did a DNA test to prove to the people you lied to, pretending like you did not purposely impregnate me. I rarely complain. You rarely see it. You know this would hurt me. You know I want more than anything for the baby to meet her own father. She says, posting a video of you with another man's child should not be your priority right now. Unlike many men out there, you are blessed to be able to provide for your children the way many wish they could. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh? So then she went on to post and she says, how can you disrespect your own innocent baby like that? The materialistic ish doesn't tick me off, but this just really effing did. My God. And again, this is the second baby mama. This is not Sarah. He has 2 baby mamas, 2 girls. One is Sarah, the one who has been more vocal, and the other baby mama, which is this one, and her name, her Instagram name is Lena. This is one who has been taking the back seat. And she's like, listen, you keep parading all this materialistic stuff. You keep fronting for the gram. And then you got your stripper baby mama, and nothing wrong. And not his stripper baby mama, his stripper boo. And ain't nothing wrong with being a stripper, but the fact that, you taking this girl and you are parading her child that isn't yours, and you all, laid up as a family with them, but the fact that you don't even take care of your own kid is problematic. And, they're having a problem with that. Also, Sarah, the more vocal one, she has been having issues with him trying to drag her name in the mud. And I feel like that's rightfully so. But this one, before we go to Sarah, this one, she had a lot of stuff to post. She had got a text message from 6ix9ine while he was in jail. And this is where he was telling her in October, I told you to stop. You're going to be good in a couple months. Just stop the crazy ish. So she's like, who is this? And then he's like, I can't tell you who this is because you always put in everything online. But we know that was Tekashi telling her, to stop. Then she also provided her proof that he is the child's father because she did a DNA test with his father to prove that the baby is 99.9% related to them. So all these people glorifying this man, all of this stuff that he's doing, all this trolling that he's doing, me talking about this, does this give him publicity? Yes, I guess. But in essence, I feel like there has to be a voice opposite of popular opinion because what he's doing is not right. People are glorifying a man who, number one, doesn't even take care of his kids, flexes on the gram, and then he always boasting about these materialistic things, but you can't even take care of your own children. Another person who was fed up with the stuff that he has going on and the stuff that he's been saying is the more vocal baby mama, Sarah. Now, Sarah is the one that he keeps claiming that, oh, they F my baby mom, the same baby mom that he used to beat and abuse, the same baby mom that once he got famous, he threw her to the wolves, didn't want to deal with her and wanted to hop on the next Insta thought. Yeah, the same baby mama that he keeps dragging and claiming that that's the excuse of why he snitched, when he only snitched because he didn't want to take accountability for his own actions. Sarah, that baby mama, she had decided to speak up about it also. And she was just like, why you keep running the same story? You sound hurt off of something you trying to make cool. I don't understand. If you proud of anything, ain't you supposed to stand by that? You keep giving people all these corny ass reasons as to why you did what you did, but you're not saying everything happened because of you. It's all your fault, stupid. Stop putting bodies on me, weirdo. You can jack how you don't care that you snitch, but guess what? You do. He's ashamed of what he did, but has no choice but to jack it or try to make it look cool. He's ashamed and has no choice but to hide behind humor. This is a man that is all for himself, apologizing to his fans, but not to his daughter, who he completely neglects and doesn't support or give a F about her safety. Leave me alone, N-word. All those watches and all that money and all those cars can't fix you or make you happy. The only problem that I have is these Hispanics throwing around the N-word like it's just a thing to do. I know that's what they do in New York, but I'm not here for that part. But I understand what she says wholeheartedly, and I agree with her on her sentiments. Stop trying to run this story like you only snitch because that's his favorite word. They F my baby mom. They F my baby mom. You wasn't even with your baby mom. You dissed your baby mom. You threw her out to the wolves as soon as you got money, and you used to beat the girl. So stop trying to use that as a cop-out excuse. Just admit the fact that you don't want to take responsibility for all of the stuff that you did. A lot of people, and then he keeps trying to do these polls asking people, oh, if they did this to you, would you snitch? And then he keeps neglecting the fact that there is literally people who got harmed and hurt by him. There is people who he snitched on who had absolutely nothing to do with the case. And there's people whose lives were affected at the hands of his hits, not his hits, but his shootout attempts, his robberies, his all of those things that he was doing. He was organizing drug things. He was doing all kind of stuff. So to try to always revisit it and go back to the, oh, well, they F my baby mom and they tried to kidnap me. Well, sir, when they did those things, did you speak up then, or did you only speak up when you got caught? Did you only have an issue with it because you got caught? It's BS. And Taxstone used to have this podcast, and he was like, for the culture, and he had a lot of celebrity relations. He got into a situation in New York, and now he is serving time for, I believe it was something to do with who did he shoot, or what? Somebody died, but it had to do with that one rapper, the other rapper in New York. What's his name? Can't think of it. But anyways, Taxstone, he has something to say about this situation as well. I covered it on my Instagram. Those of you who are on my YouTube, make sure to follow me on Instagram, because I post certain stuff on my Instagram that doesn't always make it to YouTube. So I'll read to you guys what Taxstone had to say, and then I will go forward in this situation. So Taxstone asks, how can Tekashi69 be a victim if he was ordering Treyway to shoot people? So in the message, it says, it's a sad day in the world where people find sympathy, empathy, and reason in weak people's decisions. It shows the weakness in most of you. The point that was missed was that a man who committed crimes is now trying to justify why he cooperated. Why didn't he call the cops when he first got kidnapped? Why didn't he tell the feds that someone was embezzling his money that was working for him? Why? He cooperated because he did not want to receive the penalties for the risk that he took in the streets. No one put a gun to his head when he said to put a hit on Chief Keef. He chose to do that. But because he didn't want to go to prison, he decided to offer information on people. No one told him to fake gangbang. That was his decision. Just say you didn't want to go to jail, so you told. What did I Am Cardi B do for you to mention her? What did Casanova do to you? The two were just trying to take pictures together. So is this about the people who stole from you, fucked your girl, and tried to kidnap you? Or is this just about you not wanting to go to jail for the crimes that you committed? It should be illegal for people who commit crimes to get leniency for making things up about other people. Where they do that at, be safe though. And that is what Taxstone had to say, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. A lot of people keep saying, oh, well, they did jacked up things to him. They effed his baby mom, so I was snitched too. And they keep on disregarding the fucked up things that he did himself. He is not innocent in this. He was ordering for people to get shot. There was a whole woman who did an interview who her life was turned upside down at the hands of him. He did a lot of horrible things to a lot of people, and a lot of people keep on Troy Ave. Somebody said it. Troy Ave. That's the rapper that Taxstone is in jail behind. I couldn't think of it. But yeah, a lot of people keep forgetting and they keep glossing over that because he keeps trying to highlight, oh, they F my baby mom. Oh, they did this. Oh, like, okay, dude. And so what other things that you do that you did not take accountability for? Because I guarantee you, like I said, if this was a black man, if they would have had just one charge that he was up against, one charge of putting a hit out on somebody, one charge of racketeering, one charge of robbery, I kid you not, they would not be out in a year dancing online. They just would not. It just would not happen. And he needs to stop using that excuse, and people need to stop falling for it, period. So anyways, outside of that, so again, he's been doing all this trolling, and a few days ago, his address got leaked. So there was a person who spotted him in the neighborhood when he was trying to flex. So he was trying to flex for the gram, and he was trying to pull up this cash, and this girl seen him, and then she's like, wait a minute, 6ix9ine is outside of my balcony, and I can see him from my balcony. And mind you, if you got all this money, I agree with DJ Envy. If you got all the money and all the millions of dollars of money, you should not be in eye shot or eye view of the next person, should not be able to see into your backyard if you got all this dough. But that just shows you that these people be flexing. They be inflating numbers, but that's a whole nother story. But anyways, I'm going to show you this video. Like, you got all this money. Why can she see into your backyard that clearly, that crispy, that crisp? Like, come on. And then people, they were in the comments like, oh my God, why would she snitch? He has people after him. That's not her problem. If he wasn't trying to flex, if he wasn't trying to front for the gram, she wouldn't be able to catch him on the balcony. He's like, I don't know why people got so much sympathy for him. Oh, they playing music, but this is the actual video that she caught. And then so after that, he had to relocate because there was other people in the block who spotted this same home. This one says, laughing my ass off, 6ix9ine living right by my house. So they showed the neighborhood, the information, the address was leaked. And so from that, he had to then relocate. It's just a hot mess. Snoop Dogg, he offered up what he felt about it. He feels like, people shouldn't be supporting him, as do I. I feel like people should not be supporting him also. Thank you, Brandon Simpson, for the donation. I appreciate it a bunch. Before I go on over to the next topic, I'm going to allow a couple of you to chime in. Let me know what you think, and then we are going to move on to the next thing. I would have respected him more if he would have came with a more humble approach, and he would have had a serious message. And if he would have been like, you know what? Somebody said his address was leaked twice. Yes. So it was leaked that time. He relocated, and then it was leaked again. He's pretty much going to be running for the rest of his life. And I agree with what Chet said. A lot of people think that money equates to happiness. And a lot of people also think that if if you have money, that you're just going to have this glamorous life. This dude literally is paranoid everywhere he goes. He has to look over his shoulder everywhere he goes. He has to worry about, if I get an Insta thought in here, will this Insta thought, turn on me? Will they leak my address? He has to worry about that for the rest of his life. No matter what he does, he's always going to be looking over his shoulder, wondering if somebody's out to get him, and all of those things. So he control the internet and make as much money as he wants. Inside, he's miserable. And I agree with Sarah. He's trying to make it cool, but inside, he's not cool with that. He's like, no person is going to be cool with that. He's not cool with that. Can't nobody convince me that he's cool with that. Can't nobody convince me that he's living the life, and that this is the way to go. Like, I just don't agree. Other people try to shame Chet because he's like a trust fund baby. His dad is Tom Hanks. But what he said is facts. I'm tired of people trying to negate what somebody says from their background, especially if it's facts. Like, if he's speaking facts, he's speaking facts. It don't matter if his dad is a millionaire or not. What he's saying is facts. Cozy, I'm gonna bring you on in just a second. Let me read what Chet had to say, because I forgot to read this part, and then I'm going to pick up your line. Somebody said, Neek, I respect you and I'm a huge fan, but I strongly disagree with you. I would like to debate you on this. May I call in? You could absolutely call in. I'm not going to argue with nobody. I'm not going to yell with nobody, but you can definitely express your, I don't understand what there's to disagree on, but you can express it. And I mean, I feel like your excuse is going to be they effed his baby mom. They tried to kidnap him. I feel like that's a weak excuse, but you're more than welcome to. But anyways, so Chet, he offered up his opinion on this matter, and he said, I'd rather be broke and be able to go where I like / do as I please than have 100 billion and have to live in hiding with 24/7 security team. Think about that for all you idiots calling 6ix9ine a goat and legendary. Thumbs down. He literally told you on the stand that the gangster image was just a persona to boost his career, only to get out talking about up in 100 shots at the chicken spot, and y'all still going for it. Don't be fooled by social media. That dude is scared shitless, but has no choice but to laugh and make light of it, because he knows he's a marked man for the rest of his life either way. He said, people see a bunch of jewelry and diamond teeth and numbers on Instagram and actually believe dude is really happy as fucking living the life. All I see is fear, but hey, that's just me. And again, a lot of people, they try to, chalk it up as, oh, well, his dad is rich. It don't matter if his dad is rich or not. I bet you he can still drive up and down the street with himself. His dad is Tom Hanks, but I guarantee you he can still go to the store by himself. He can still do what he wants to by himself. So when he says and he makes these claims, he's saying, as far as a person who has to live in hiding, live in fear, live in, all of those things. To live in hiding, cut off the back. Fear, live in, all of those things. To live in hiding. Living, all of those things. Hey,
hi, Neek. Oh
my God. It's echoing.
Oh shit.
It's still echoing. You got to cut it off of one of your devices.
I did.
All of those things. It's still echoing. Turn it down or something. It's still echoing. You got to cut it off of one of your devices. Cut it off of your phone.
Hold on. Okay. It's my bad.
All right, good. We good.
Okay. So my opinion on, oh my God, I've never spoken on anything. I've only been watching a drama for so long. Oh my God.
Well, thank you for chiming in.
No problem. I usually don't. I'm like the background person because I'm spiritual. So I'm like, I'm just watching the tea. I'm not going to chime in. But 6ix9ine bothers me. Like, he really does, because I didn't know he was out. And for him to come out like on a special day tells me that he's been out, but he's been like low key. So for him to come on live and be like, oh, I'm going live in an hour, where you just gave yourself away. So I'm not gonna say like I don't wish death on anybody, but 6ix9ine is he's gonna get got because he's too flashy with everything. Like you can't be if you're gonna be in witness protection, be in witness protection. Like just calm down, go sit down somewhere. Like for real, because a lot of people are at his neck right now due to him like coming out so fast. Like Boosie did years. Like Remy Ma did years. And these are black people. These are like full black people who did years. And they did some shit. So for him to just come out and then be like, yeah, if you ain't got this watch, like what do your watch got to do with anything? What do your watch got to do with anything? Like it doesn't have to do with anything that's going to happen to you, sir. Like you just messed yourself up. And he came out so cocky. So I just feel like it's a matter of time before something happens. He's going to keep running, like you said, because he really, there's like, I don't know. He's famous.
I don't know if it's going in and out for everybody else, but your sound is going in and out for me. JJ is also on the line.
Hey, Nick,
is her sound going in and out for you guys? Is her sound going in and out for you guys?
Hear me?
I think the sound was messed out on both parts.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It sounds like wallpaper.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if it's just on my end or what's going on. Okay, so click out and come back in.
Okay, cool.
All right, JJ, Mr. I strongly disagree. Okay. And if your first argument is they slept with his baby mama and they kidnapped him, I'm going to really just scream. But go ahead.
No. First of all, I have so much love and respect for you. I would never call your show and disrespect you, so you don't have to worry about that. I have a really different view on it. I think that I think 6ix9ine is unimportant. I think what's really important is the conversation about snitching and the street code. And I am personally very happy for people to see that the street code is a lie. It's false. And I think if young people in our community take away from this, basically there's no honor among thieves. And yeah, they did sleep with his baby moms. I'm not saying that's an excuse or not. I'm saying the whole like don't snitch, which is a whole like way of living that's designed for people who are engaged in criminal activity. Like I'm glad that young people see that that's a lie. So I don't really care about 6ix9ine. I don't care if he's successful or not. I don't care if he's happy with his money or not. I just think the bigger lesson is a good lesson for everybody in our community to hear, and that's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I think that we see paid in full. We see these examples. We see that there are no honor among thieves. So that's why I go back to it, and I feel like that's not really an excuse to say, oh well, that's why I am not going to be accountable for my own actions. I feel like there's a clicking sound, somebody. I don't feel like that is an excuse to not be accountable for his actions, because if you're getting into a grimy business of robbing people, stealing from people, doing grimy things. So if you're doing grimy things to people, then you got to know that those same people could be doing grimy things to you as well.
I agree. And I mean, to your point though, right? Like you got Nicky Barnes, you got all of these guys that were very high level criminals that snitched. So at what point do people stop getting upset about the individual who's doing the snitching and start saying, well, wait a minute, none of this makes sense. None of it is true. Like, how about stop doing criminal activity? Stop putting yourself in it. How about
that's been my message.
Yeah, stop putting yourself in a position where you need to be operating by some code that people aren't going to honor anyway. You know what I mean?
Right. And that's what I said in my previous video. I said, listen, a lot of people keep saying if it was me, I would snitch too. And my rhetoric is don't get involved, period. Don't join the gang. Don't get into this street life. Number one, I don't think it's a glamorous life to get into, period. But if you feel like, okay, well, if I get into a sticky situation, I'm going to then snitch. Don't join, don't get involved, period. So yeah, I agree with you on that. That is my message that I preached in my last video. A lot of people, I guess, they kind of glossed over the message, but that is definitely what I preached in my last video. Don't join, period. Each person who said I would snitch too, I'm like, don't join, period. Don't get involved in the gang. This is a grown man who decided to use them for his personal image of street cred at a grown age. This is not a young teenager. This is not a young boy. This was a grown ass man who got into it willingly and willingly participated.
Hey Nick, can I add on to that? I want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna let JJ respond to that, and then you can add on.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, I guess here's all I'm saying about that, Nick. Like I said, I don't care about 6ix9ine. He's not anybody that I care about whatsoever. I will say, it's two sides to that. Yeah, he was taking advantage of them, but Shotty and Mel Matrix, I mean, these are dudes that grew up in that life, so they were trying to take advantage of him too. And he's not you're right, he's not a minor. But when this whole thing started, he was like 22. I mean, Mel Matrix is like 40 years old, man. Like, everybody was taking advantage of everybody in this situation.
Right, which is why he should be accountable for his actions. They both used each other.
I don't. So if what you're saying is he should be sitting in the jail right now, probably. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, and hold on, wait. Let me comment to this person. She said, "Girl, that wasn't your message." Bye. Well, clearly your comprehension is lacking, boo, because that's what I said over and over and over and over again in the video. I said, if you feel like you are going to snitch, that is your answer to not be accountable, don't join the gang. So if you can't comprehend what that means, if you can't comprehend the message, then maybe you need to go back and replay it and listen again, baby, because that was my exact message prior. Go ahead.
Can I say something, Nick?
Go ahead.
I like to say something to the youth out here that's watching 6ix9ine on the internet, in the hoods and the ghettos across America. You're not going to get the same time 6ix9ine got. You're going to go to jail and you're going to do life like every person that you snitched on. And I'm not lying, because if you go in any hood, it's some snitches, and them snitches, when they snitch, they don't get out of jail. They sit in there and they get a lot of time. Like, this is just the government promoting snitching. So they let 6ix9ine out, and we don't even know if 6ix9ine was an agent in the beginning. We don't know.
Right. I'm going to pause you for 1 second, and I'm going to reply to this person. They said, why do we care about gangbangers getting snitched on? So this is not a situation where I care about the actual gangbangers getting snitched on, because they are accountable for their own actions, and they're doing crimes. They're shooting people, and they need to take responsibility for their actions. My problem with what 6ix9ine is doing is the message that he's sending the youth, that it's okay to do these things, and all you have to do is tell if you get into a sticky situation. That's the problem. That's the message that he's sending, that it's okay to do crimes. It's okay to rob people. It's okay to put hits out on people. But until you get caught, all you have to do is tell, and then you will be okay, which is false. The little black boy will still get railroaded. He will still do a lot of time, and he will not get a sweet deal as 6ix9ine has got. So that is the problem.
Thank you,
with
Nate.
the situation.
Thank you so much, because I really wanted to stress that point. That the youth is watching 6ix9ine, and they fond of him. All the colors, he look interesting, so, and he making it fun to him. But it's not fun when people in the hood end up snitching. They not going to get out of jail. Like,
but see,
gotta know that.
It's fun to him, but Nick, can I respond to my brother?
Yeah, you can respond. You can respond, but first let me respond to the baby that just got blocked, that she can watch from outside. She can watch from on the outside. I did a whole live on this. It was an hour and a half. So if you missed any parts of it, what I said applies in that video and this video. So when I'm talking about the situation, I'm talking about things that I've already went over for over an hour and a half. And I did a live even before that I did a whole, what was that, 30 minutes. So I did 2 hours talking about this situation, baby. So if you missed any parts of it, don't tell me what I didn't say, because I definitely did say it. And that's the sentiment that I meant the whole time. So if you need to catch up, baby, the videos are on my page. Go ahead, JJ.
So I just want to respond to my brother, you dig. And first of all, much respect to you, brother. I think, though, what you just said is a little bit part of the problem that I'm having here, which is, you're right. If a young black kid or a young brown kid did the exact same set of things that Tekashi did and snitched, he'd be sitting in the jail right now. He'd get 10 to 15, just like Shotty and those other guys got. Okay, I agree with you on that. But the message then needs to be not don't snitch. The message needs to be avoid criminal activity. Gangs are not cool. Selling dope, even though it's, what we talk about in music, etc., is not cool. Get a trade, get a book, stay in school. That is the message. Like, we're missing the point talking about what happens to snitching after he snitched. That's beside the point. We need to keep our kids from going down that path. Period. That's what I'm trying to say.
Hey, JJ, I want to respond to what you just said. I agree with you totally. And that's why I was headed to. That was my next thing. Don't join the gang. Because if you,
and that's what I said a million times.
If you can't stand the heat, stay out the kitchen. Your mama told you that when you was young. It's the same thing with a gang. If you join the gang and you can't follow them laws and policies that come with the street code, then don't join the streets. It's as simple as that.
Right.
Period. And I'm gonna reply to before you start, I'm gonna reply to Carmen. Carmen says, get your feelings and emotions out of this. Your energy is very negative. If you feel like my energy is negative, you're welcome to exit this video and catch me on the next one. As long as I have black men in my family, as long as I have black men that I see walking every day around me, all day, every day, I'm going to have my feelings involved in this, because they are not going to be afforded the same luxury of getting out a year later, being able to dance on social media for the things that 6ix9ine did. So if you feel like I'm too, my emotions are negative, you can proudly exit and go and catch me on the next one. Because like I said, as long as I got family members affected by the judicial system, I'm going to always have emotions about it. Okay. Cause Carmen, your son, your brother, your uncle ain't gonna get out in a year either, boo.
Right, and then she missing your point too, because she watched your live, she would see that you said you wish he would have came out a different way, like saying stuff positive instead of coming out the same way he went in, disrespectful. Like, this is crazy.
Okay, so did we ever think about the fact that, and Neek, this question is geared more towards you because you've been in the industry, and you have, quite a lot of experience in this area. Have you ever thought about the fact that Tekashi could just be an industry plant, and everything about his existence, even this whole he's a snitch story, it could be all just like a written script by a PR person, an individual who knows what the public needs to feed into in order to make the Tekashi train go? Because in all honesty, he kind of represents multiple different facets and racial epithets in our judicial system, in the music industry, like in all different type of areas. He's like a walking pun. And it just doesn't make sense. It would make it seem as if it was kind of scripted, so to speak, like reality TV. So that makes me think that he's a plant. Everything about him seems like an antic, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he was working with the feds from the get-go, honestly.
Yeah, so, see, because everything about how he moves seems so script. First, he's a Crip. Now he's a big ass blood in New York City, where all these people is giving somebody that looks like him and walks like him and bangs like him so much credibility, when that's not even how the code of the 5 even move. So everything about that makes me think that he's like a Mexican Billie Eilish. No offense to Billie Eilish, but she's an industry plant.
Yeah, she came out of nowhere. I'm like, who is this girl and where does she come from? Good Hearted, what is your take on this?
Just listening.
Nah, you gotta give an opinion. If you holding up a slot, you gotta give an opinion. Cause I want somebody other than JJ. I don't want JJ to be outnumbered. If there are other people who agree with Tekashi, I see several people commenting. I want them to chime in too. So you got to give an opinion.
I mean, my whole thing is like you said. He probably was already working with the fans from the beginning. You feel me? So.
Yeah. All righty. Well, thank you for chiming in. I'm gonna open up the slot for another person to call in.
All right.
All right. Cozy, is there anything else you wanted to add?
I just really want everybody to understand that this is just to get clout. Like, he's a clout bear. So we need to just let him like just go. Like, he's not really giving a message to anyone. He's only here to talk about materialistic stuff. And he's not somebody who's a role model. So, and I'm 21. Like, I'm in the youth. So I would know. And he's not what people should be looking at. And I grew up in the hood. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, but I've changed my life and I live in Colorado now. But he doesn't know. And he's not really street. Because street want to snitch.
That's what makes me think he's a plant, because his whole ethics and move, even how he moved for his banging ethics, like his 5 move real janky and nobody checked him.
Yeah.
Nobody G-checked him.
When I was younger, like I could have joined the gang if I was into that type of lifestyle.
Yeah,
but it didn't move me. It didn't make me want to be bad or be cool or anything like that. So I didn't choose to be in gangs, nor did my brother choose to be in gangs, nor did my sister, who still lives in Memphis, choose to be in gangs. Like, we all know how to fight, but we didn't choose to be in gangs to have protection. Like, you got each other or you got yourself. That's it. But that's really all not to join that was because...
Samara says that she says, I agree with her, but my comments from her other profile were blocked and deleted. Mugs or I don't know what you said, Samara. So if you have a difference of opinion, you definitely could click the StreamYard link. You don't have to show your face. You can click the link and turn your camera off, and you can offer up your difference of opinion. I didn't delete anybody's comments. I blocked like 2 people because they was out of pocket. But anybody who agrees with Tekashi, you're welcome to chime in.
And I really want to hear their opinion as well, because I'm an open-minded person anyways. I just really think it's all funny, if I'm going to be honest. But it's really like bad, because I saw so many verified people in that freaking live. It was retarded. It was so I just did not understand it. It was so many verified accounts in that one live. You didn't see one like non-check mark. Like, it was bad. So they're out here promoting that stuff as well, if you really think about it.
Well, Cozy, I just wanna comment to that. Whenever you have a live that has 300,000, 200,000, whenever you see those versus battles or any large numbered live, they're only going to show blue checks. So they're weeding out comments and only showing blue checks. So that's why you only seen blue checks. So next time you go on live and you notice that anytime you have a live where there's a large number, it's only going to be blue checks, because they weed out the regular profiles, because then it'll be too many people going on the screen at one time.
That's just they just modify everything to their liking. Like, whatever. Yeah. I'm just over it. Everything fake. Everybody just be yourself, be real. That's really my message. Be yourself, be real. Stick to yourself. Get to what actually is your problem, because really everybody just have internal problems that they need to work on. Okay, 6ix9ine included. He probably got a lot of childhood damage, so he needs to go and heal that. That's what quarantine is for. I'm glad he got out. He needs to sit with himself instead of sitting with Jade. Okay.
But if the industry
saying.
But if the industry is the big machine, then why wouldn't Tekashi be doing exactly what the big machine expects Tekashi to do? Tekashi is bringing the big machine everything they need from an artist right now. Tekashi is giving them streamlines. Tekashi is giving them YouTube views. Tekashi is giving them record sales, music plays on the radio, Instagram, crack it. If he is an industry plant, which is my hypothesis, he is following right into their formulated plan perfectly.
Yeah.
So he getting everybody riled up, irritated. He getting reactions out of people, either be it good or be it bad. Bad to still press, you feel me? So he still is doing exactly what the industry machine needs for an artist to do right now.
All right. Ice.
Yeah, well, on my opinion is I don't agree with none of the snitching stuff. You know, I'm not trying to be proud of it, but I'm an ex gang member. Where I'm from, we don't do that. You know, I feel like everybody just giving them a show. I feel like everybody just don't give them a show. Leave the shit alone. Like, I read about him. I guess he had a donation or trying to give $200,000 to the feed the kids, whatever, and he got turned down. I agree with that. I would have turned it down too. Like, he should have been did that before when he should have been did that before he got locked up. You had way more money before you got locked up. So I believe it's all publicity too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't agree with that. I agree with y'all. I don't agree with that snitching. That's I don't agree. I don't agree with it at all.
Okay, so what made you exit out of the gang?
I got shot. I got twins now, and I'm an upcoming artist myself. So
what would your message be to the youth?
Everybody, man, is just follow your dreams, man. Chase your dreams and stay from all the negativity, man. And don't live in the now. Live for the future. You know. So that's my opinion. You know, and that's what I'm sticking for. You know, and I prayed and I thank God that I'm still here. I done died 3 times, you know what I'm saying, being in the game. Stab, shot, kidnapped, broken nose, all that, you know. And that shit ain't cute, you know. So just stick to what y'all know, man. Everything y'all see on TV, man, ain't real.
Man, I'm glad you wise.
He ain't real. He ain't real, you know what I'm saying? I keep saying snitch 9. 6ix9ine ain't real, man. He ain't real, man, y'all. But that's all I wanted, though. That's all I wanted to say.
All right, and
I'm sorry, Nick.
I think I really appreciate your words of everything that you said, but most importantly, a lot of the youth are living for now instead of living for the future. They don't understand that the stuff that they do now will follow them for the rest of their lives, and people are making decisions for right now, not thinking about, you know, the long run. So I really like that part about, that part just really stuck out to me, the part of, you know, not living in the now. Thank you so much.
Because this, right. You too. Thank you.
All right. Broke girl magic.
Black girl, broke girl magic.
Why are you laughing at my name?
No, I ain't laughing at your name.
Whole
it's beautiful, baby. It's beautiful. I apologize.
Thank you. The whole Tekashi thing, I don't really care about, but it is upsetting to see so many younger kids follow him and believe the rhetoric that he has all over the internet. So I did type in your chat that Tekashi is white, and I was put on timeout for that. So I think you got some 2%, real
2% Mexican
69 fans that are like blocking people comments and timing them out if they say something negative about 6ix9ine.
Oh, be easy, moderators. I don't know who's doing that. I didn't catch it. I didn't see. So sorry about that.
I was put in timeout twice because I said he looked like My Little Pony.
Really? Are you serious? By who?
Crazy.
Yes.
That's crazy.
I can't tell who does it. It just says you're in timeout. Is there a way for me to tell who's doing that? Because the other girl I saw, she was having trouble and she switched IDs.
I think it shows who puts you on. Hey, y'all, what moderators doing that? I don't know.
It's not funny at the time.
You get put on block for My Little Pony.
I got put in timeout twice because I said he was white and he looked like My Little Pony. So I know you're trying to get somebody to agree with JJ, so I'm not gonna hold up the spot. because I sort of agree with you. What 69 doing is wrong, and the little young kids are following it and believing it.
Right. A lot of people are not understanding the Nunya. Wait, hold up. You're echoing, Nunya. A lot of people, they're not seeing the bigger message that this is sending. So yeah, I feel like, you know, if I have a platform, I definitely have to speak to that because wait, you unmuted it and you're echoing. You echoing, Nunya. But yeah, a lot of people are missing the bigger picture. They're not seeing they're not seeing what's going on. Nunya, where are you? You in the bathroom? What's going on?
She like none of your business.
It's on mute. We can't hear you. I can't hear you.
My bad. I'm in the hotel room, so yeah, I'm posted up in the bedroom right now.
Girl, what you doing at the hotel? What you doing?
Hey, y'all nosy, man. Look at y'all. Y'all dry snipping.
What's up, Nanya?
Man.
Where your
Getting in on this
mask
fuck
at?
shit, man.
Where your mask at? Where your mask
It's
at?
off, man. I don't wear masks for what though?
Oh, you're right, because what's gonna be is
I'm
gonna
in
be.
America. This ain't.
In the name of Jesus, what's gonna be, what's gonna be.
I'm banning nobody in my face. I don't like that in my face anyway. So yeah, man,
Right.
I don't. You keep your germs to yourself. I've been washing my hands, washing my ass, so I don't know.
Right.
I mean, you ain't really
Wash
tell me
your
nothing
ass.
new.
You in the washroom.
Nah, I ain't jumping in the bedroom. Like I mean, I don't know.
We getting off subject.
So what's your take? And you still echoing. You got this open in 2 places?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Bad.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, yeah, that's the deal I did. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Okay. So what's your take on it?
Oh, okay, man. This is some baby BS, man. Man, Snitch9 need to just sit down. Like they gonna kill dude. Like I mean, man, of course, man. Man, I'm from Arkansas, man. I mean, when you from the South, I mean, like I don't know how they do it on the West Coast, and East Coast, and all this good stuff and whatnot. But down South, man, I mean, that's like taking
I'm from Ohio,
like
Youngstown. We don't play that.
Man, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
no snitch
now
gang.
Arkansas, man, I mean, you had his ass put down. I mean, it's so bad because I mean, now they offering rewards just for people to snitch, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, people taking that 10, 20, 50 bands, you know what I'm saying? Like the government start offering money. But I mean, dude just could take accountability. It's many ways he could have got off. I mean, it's not like he was actually getting his hands dirty. So like, I mean, if he had a good enough lawyer, he could have beat that shit. He snitched because he wanted to snitch. And I mean, like, man, them 9 Trey Bloods or whatever case might be, man, if they don't make no move, like, I mean, like that's just crazy. I mean, that's disrespectful to all bloods, really, to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, that's like a lifeline to the blood. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I fuck with my Pyro. You know?
Stay away from.
I fuck with my Pyro. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like nah, that was a low blow. I mean, he was not about that life. So I mean, I just think he just should have stayed in his lane. And I mean, man, definitely should have just said his years. Now he won't get no 47 years, man.
Right. You're going to jail if you run up on 6ix9ine. He got security.
Yeah, you going to jail, man. You going to jail. Just stay far away from 6ix9ine, man.
He got the CIA. He got
it's just like people ain't got heart no more in America. You know what I'm saying? That's why Donald Trump's still alive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they had him back like in Lincoln days, Kennedy days, when niggas was sniping motherfuckers out the roof. Donald Trump would be through. Like people ain't got heart like that no more. People are scared to go to prison. Like, but we killing ourselves up more than like I can't even just get mad, you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, it's like, yeah, he not doing shit that's not already been done in the black community. You know what I'm saying? I love the hood, I'm all for it, but this snitching, that's out of order. Like he out of order for that. I mean, I don't feel like nobody should glorify that shit. He should have came down, shut down. Like he shouldn't even been able to get a contract, get an interview or nothing. Like
especially by Jay-Z.
They should put that in the corner.
They only care about them contracts. They only care about dollar signs. So
they only care about that money.
Man, he not even worth the credibility. Some people's credibility being shot. Because I mean, like, yeah, who gonna want to work with somebody that work with somebody that work with the feds? Like the feds ain't nothing to play with. Feds is different from the state. You know what I'm saying? Like
and they kept
once you wrapped up in the feds, like you in there, like you know what I'm saying, they there and watching everything you do. Hell, he could be wearing wiretaps, you know what I'm saying? Like
he might as well put a uniform on.
Like he ain't to be trusted at all. Like this nigga in there pointing fingers.
He might as well put a uniform on. That's what he might as well do. He might as well put a uniform on.
Man, for real, he might as well though.
Yeah,
he got out. He's not even dealing with his kids. Like you would think that he would just like go deal with his kids. I mean, he flashed out this with like you would think that he was trying to, because he gonna need them when they get ready to knock his head off, he gonna wish he had that time. I feel bad for them kids, you know what I'm saying? Like, and everybody that's saying, nah, man, that ain't cool, man. Let this man live his glory. That's what's problem. Everybody glorifying fuck shit, man.
Yeah,
People need to stop glorifying fuck shit.
Ignore it. Right.
Protected 6ix9ine.
All right, wait, Nanya.
Witness protection.
I want to wrap this right at an hour. So Jessica, chime in really quick, and then we're gonna go.
Okay. Hey, y'all. This is just my thought on everything. I believe
with
that
Nick at night.
Go ahead, Jessica.
I'm sorry.
I just think that, okay, y'all remember like back in the day whenever like the government and everything like came against Tupac because they felt like his lyrics were
powerful.
Right. And I believe it's the same thing. I believe that, you know, the way that the kids like perceive certain things, it's like it's a problem. I remember growing up, like my mom wouldn't even let me listen to certain music because she didn't want me to, you know, think certain things were okay.
Exactly.
And so that's just my thought. And I think it's a lot of what
I think it's more to it. Cool. I don't think it's I understand what you're saying, but I don't think it's like that. Like, you know, because Tupac, his words was powerful. They try to shut him down.
Don't get me wrong. I love Tupac. Don't get me wrong. I love him. I absolutely love him. But I just think it goes back to, you know, what kids perceive as cool.
Okay. I think L, is this Samara? You sound like I don't know what's going on. L, is this you? Samara. Hello? Is this Samara?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
You got a lot of interference and a lot of crazy sounds going on. What's going on? Do you have headphones plugged in that have a shortage?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I think calling from outer space, Nick.
Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but well, okay. Well, thank you, Jessica. Is there any last words that you wanted to say?
No, that's it. I love you. Bye.
I love y'all back. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for rocking with me.
Thank you for letting me be on your show.
All right, no problem. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will talk next time on the next topic. I was gonna go into other topics and other things, but this kind of went longer than I anticipated it to go. So we're just going to have to do another live tomorrow about all of the stuff that has been going on around social media. We got to talk about Trina and Kaya. We got to talk about Future now being proven to be Eliza Reign's baby dad and him trying to then have an issue with her being public about it. We got a lot of topics to go over, and I don't feel like doing videos on each and every one. So we'll just resume tomorrow. And we will talk about this other topics tomorrow. Again, if you guys have not visited my website, be sure to visit neekatnight.com. I added new items today. I will be adding new items later on as well. I have bonnets that match the pajamas. I have all these new things that I'm adding to my website. So I appreciate all of you guys who have shopped with me. I appreciate my returning customers, and I appreciate my new customers who will be coming to my site. It is neekatnight.com. It is Neek at Night spelled exactly like my channel. Thank you guys, and peace. Oh, and Black Nation said check out their channel, so check out their channel as well. Peace.